after the second, third generation, their children are almost indistinguishable. You know, they're just as likely to go to college or have good jobs or whatever by the second, third generation. A lot of these immigrants that are coming over here, they're not integrating into the system. You know, it's.
Why is that? Are we doing something different today? Is it their fault? Is it our fault? Why do you feel that they're not assimilating?
Well, you know, it's a topic that people just simply don't want to touch on because it's extremely touchy, and that discussion is, you know, we are a Christian nation. We derive from people that, you know, the Europeans mainly. You know, you go to the height of American power, American respect as far as other countries looking at us in awe and amazement. Back in the 1940s, you know, we were superiorly moral. We were 80% white. You know, and I'm not making the argument that you know that it has to, you know, go back to a purist idea.
It sounds like you're pitching white Christian ethno-nationalism, brother.
I'm not really going for that. What I'm pitching is that there are differences in culture between a lot of differences we're getting from Africa and from the Middle East. Again, it has to be real.
But are we demanding? Are we setting it up that that people have to assimilate, like in the old days when the Irish and the Italians and Eastern Europeans came, or you didn't have a choice, you either assimilated or you didn't get into the system? Are we doing that today? Or are we setting up those standards? Are we doing what we should be doing to make sure that people assimilate?
Well, I think when organizations like La Raza exist, which if you translate it correctly, it means the race.
Cat, move it, cat. Hold on, get rid over, cat.
You know, I myself, my name is Javier Smith. I come from a racially, you know, mixed background. On my mother's side, I'm 8th generation. On my father's, I'm actually 2nd. My father's mother was a Belgian war bride, and you know, his father was 3rd generation from England and Scotland. But you know, again, it's a touchy subject. You know, I don't understand why we can't be proud of our accomplishments. Western civilization has made the biggest impact on the world than any other culture before it. You know,
let me ask you a question. We got to bounce. We got so many questions. Let me ask you, Javier. What was it? What did CC say? The caller CC say that hit you in the solar plexus. What was the most important thing that you believe she had to say in her discussion?
Fight. Have discussions with your neighbors. Have discussions with your coworkers. Obviously, you know, have it be a very, you know, a cordial conversation. Some people you're not going to be able to engage. Others you can. You know, but simply fight. You know, there's so many people back down. You know, less than 1% of the population ever joined the United States military, which I am a veteran, by the way, and swear an oath to protect this nation. You know, and that to me is incredible about our country. Most people just simply want to be comfortable, you know, and that's fine, I get it. But freedom is something that you have to fight for. You know, there was a quote from Benjamin Franklin. A woman asked Benjamin Franklin, you know, what have you given us? He said it was a republic. She said, how long will it last? And his response was, as long as you fight for it. We have to fight for it. We're a nation of
Javier, we got to bounce. Great call. Let's go to Alabama and Cindy. Cindy in Alabama, Breitbart News Daily. How can we help you, ma'am?
Wonderful callers today. That's easy. I have to say there are millions of people out here that feel exactly like she does. And we're tired of La Raza and the Chamber of Commerce having a bigger seat at the table than us. And we thought Trump was there to give us that.
Okay. So what did she? You've had the pom-poms on for President Trump for a long time, Sydney. What did CC say that so affected people? My BlackBerry's blowing up. My iPhone's blowing up. People are texting me. People are emailing me about that call. What was it about that call that resonated with you?
Well, we're tired of the left dictating the narrative, and why aren't we on the not on the offense but on defense? You know, it's about time that we take the power that we have and use it. And this last caller too, my grandparents immigrated here from Sweden. They had to have a sponsor to prove that to get in. They had to prove to the people that they weren't going to be a burden to the American people. If you had a disease, you were put back on the boat and sent back. So, you know, we have people that aren't integrating into American culture because we've made it easy for them not to. You know,
you supported President Trump to fight. You voted for President Trump to fight. You've had his back in his first year in office, which I think